Well, it's about 14 minutes past 11, and the station is 88.1 FM BCA Radio. A very good morning, and thank you for joining us on today's edition of the program, Executive Brief on Radio, with our regular guest, the Honorable Commissioner for Information, Abia State, Prince Oke Kano. Sir, it's good to have you join us today on Executive Brief.
Thank you, Kechi. Good morning. Good morning to our listeners.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Remember, Executive Brief is simulcast on Flow 94.9 FM, Omaha Real 99.1 FM, and of course, Family Love 99.9 FM, Omaha. And of course, to allow you, our esteemed listener, to have your own say on the program, we shall throw our lines open at a particular point in time to give you that opportunity to interact with the Honorable Commissioner on telephone number 0814-299-1448. My name is Nkechi Onwogan. Of course, I'm co-anchoring with my colleague, Chukwuma Emele. Chukwuma, you're welcome.
Thank you. Honorable Commissioner, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, Chukwuma, you have the first question.
Honorable Commissioner, sir, we discovered that the Governor Alex Oti will soon lay the foundation for the construction of the Abia Medical City. Can you throw more light on that?
Okay, thank you, Emele, for that question. The Abia Medical City is a signature project of this administration, has been long been coming, and on the 10th of July, 2025, His Excellency Dr. Alex Oti OFR will flag up that huge healthcare and medical project, one that promises to transform Abia State into a medical hub, a hub for medical tourism, where people from all parts of Nigeria, from all parts of the West African sub-region will come over to experience good medical services. It's a huge project. It's located somewhere in Wereta, Isialangwa South Local Government. And that project will be sited on a land space of about 200 hectares. And when it's completed, it will have a 1,000 bed capacity hospital, to have multiple theaters for different aspects of medicine. It will have a 5-star hotel quality. It will have a helipad where people who are very sick could be evacuated, via helicopter to the facility. It will be a very modern medical facility, and the cost is put at something about $1.3 billion, and it's been undertaken on a build, operate, and transfer basis between MKL Limited and International MKP International Holdings and the state. So that are the people who are bringing the finance to the project. What the state government is bringing to the table is our reputation as a state, our land, and other logistics. Having said that, let me inform you too that the access road to that facility is almost ready. And that's the reason His Excellency feels that his time is now ripe. And given the level of discussions that have gone on between the state government and the financiers that the time is now ripe for that project to be commissioned.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Honorable Commissioner, on a very cheering note from the outcome of yesterday's council meeting, we also learned that the state government is set to reintroduce sanitary inspectors, also known as Njulala, to the states this week. That's Thursday. Can you speak more on that, sir?
Yeah, I think I mentioned it once in this program that the state was poised to bring back these sanitary inspectors who in local parlance they are called Ndi Olala.
Yes, sir.
Yes, and the ceremony reintroducing the sanitary inspectors we hold on Thursday here in Omaya. And what that speaks to is that this government has done so well in the area of environmental cleanliness. And reintroducing the sanitary inspectors is like a step further, to take that agenda to a higher notch. Of course, we know in the past what those sanitary inspectors did. They more or less invaded, homes, our privacy, so to speak, but for good, to inspect, our premises and premises where people prepare food and all kinds of stuff. For a long time, those things have not been happening. And that's the reason, a lot of people go out to eat and they end up with diseases. So this is like standardizing our state of hygiene in the state. So these sanitary inspectors will come now and move around the state. And this, after the launching in Umar here, it will take place in the 17 local government areas. And the whole idea is to get the people to take ownership of, this program. We want them to go to the hinterlands, to the rural areas and talk to people so that everybody will key into the program. Of course, you see that Abia State that was regarded as one of the dirtiest states in about, say about 2 years ago, is today under 2 years under the to be one of the cleanest in the country. And it was intentional. If you recall at the onset, His Excellency declared a state of emergency in waste disposal and followed it up with in a set of actions. Those actions have paid off today. That Abia, is regarded as one of the cleanest states in the country. But we just don't want to leave it at that. We want to take it a higher notch. And taking it a higher notch means introducing these health inspectors. It's an intentional act so that they will come, apart from disposal of waste, they need to go help people set standards of hygiene so that our people will be very hygiene conscious. Because when you're hygiene conscious, there are a lot of diseases that cannot come your way. When you learn and you're intentional about washing your hands regularly after either eating, using the toilet, doing all kinds of stuff, or you want to serve people in public. A lot of people need to get that back into their subconscious. So that's what these people will do when they set to work. And about 1,000 people have been trained for that purpose. And most of them are civil servants that were drawn from different ministries and agencies and stuff like that. They've been trained to go do this job. And we believe that when they go out there, they will present well what this government stands for.
Okay, so I representing the government well there. Let me ask this question. Is there any plans on ground to, checkmate the activities of this Ndolala? Because in the past, we had cases of, scratch my back, I'll let you go for the wrong done.
This is a government that speaks to transparency, integrity, accountability. We are not giving to some of those under the table, dirty acts. The arrangements in place to monitor these people and be in a position to ensure they fall into line in their actions and in their interactions with the people. Since this government came into office, quite a lot has happened in the state civil service. There's been a lot of transformation going on. And going by what we see, our civil servants have keyed into it. A few things that used to happen in the past are no longer happening. If you look at our harmonized task force, harmonized task force is made up of civil servants too, with a few people that were incorporated from outside the civil service. They've done reasonably well. You hardly will get news about people trying to shake down people, or if any set of people are trying to sabotage the system, there are fake people on the street there who want to take advantage of the system and make money. And that's the reason once they're out there, our people will get them arrested. So it won't be anything different with these sanitary inspectors.
Okay.
They will be well monitored. And I may not stay here to reveal everything that will happen, but then arrangements are in place to ensure that even when they go out there, because we anticipated this this question, so even when they go out there, there won't be room for them to play around or bring the government, to disrepute with their functions. Yeah.
Honorable Commissioner, sir, still on environmental cleanliness.
Okay.
We equally observed that ASEPA has extended its services to all the AGS and communities. How true is this, sir?
How true? Is there anything we've told you that didn't turn out true? It's very true now. It's how true. Very true that all over the 3 senatorial zones, all over the 17 local government areas. You see, this government will have a way of being intentional in the things we do. We started with Umuahia, Aba, then went to Ahafia, right? It was intentional. Clean up the state capital, clean up Aba, then go to the other urban, the 3rd major urban center in Abia, that's Ahafia. Start cleaning up Ahafia. And now, and these three cities represent the 3 senatorial zones in the state. So from these cities, from Umuahia to Aba to Ahafia, that they've now moved into the local government areas that make up these zones. So in the 17 local government areas, you have ASEPA working assiduously to keep the state clean. So the cleanliness, the focus is not only in Umuahia. When you go to the hinterlands now, you see ASEPA working. And that is what it's supposed to be. So at the end of the day, even the ordinary Abian in the remotest part of the state will take ownership of issues that have to do with the environmental cleanliness. So you can see with what ASEPA is doing and with the launching of this sanitary inspectors, you could see that it's a concerted effort to further ensure that the people keep the environment clean. Yeah, so that's what it is.
Okay. Thank you very much, Honorable Commissioner. Now, as the mouthpiece of the states, sir, we would like you to, clear the air the more concerning the security breach experienced along Imo Lane by Ozakoli Road, because there were lots and lots of misinterpretation, and we'd like you to tell us what actually happened between the two clash. There was this clash between 2 cult groups.
Well, thank you for that question, Okechi. I wouldn't know what caused the problem. That's within the sphere of influence of the police or within their jurisdiction to know. The matter is being investigated. But what we do know is that there was a clash between some cult groups and some citizen was macheted seriously. And in the process, a patriotic Abian or Abia resident around where this thing happened saw them and made a call to Operation Crush. So Operation Crush arrived the scene. When Operation Crush arrived the scene, the perpetrators of this heinous crime took to their heels. And in the process of trying to stop them, a shot was fired. What I cannot stay here and tell is how that shot was fired. But at the end of the melee or stampede that followed the arrival of Operation Crush, some guy was found lying prostrate on the ground, and he was picked up You know what I'm saying? There was
Yes, sir.
there was a bullet wound. In the same process, there was a gentleman. I wouldn't call him a gentleman. There was a cultist that was arrested, and a gun was found on him. A locally made pistol was found on him. So they arrested him. They took the gun, took the guy who was macheted, and took the guy who was shot to the hospital. So that one arrived in morgue, dead on arrival. But the gentleman who was macheted is receiving treatment at an undisclosed hospital. Then the guy who they got a gun on, the guy so that cultist now is with the police, giving them information. I know the way this thing works. The police will want through him to get at the rest of the people.
Okay.
Now, that's why we believe is such matters, such security matters are usually very premature to talk about when investigations are on. But we decided to mention it because we noticed that there were very wrong narratives.
Misinformation.
Yes, misinformation about what happened. And that is the stock of our kind of opposition in the state. Anything they see, they hardly see any positivity in what we're doing, no matter how positive. All they're looking out for is just the negative. So when they saw this thing, or even the perpetrators, so to speak, they started, the social media has made it democratize the media. That once you have a phone, you can take picture of anything and write any trash. And that's exactly what happened. People started promoting various narratives without knowing the crux of the matter, what actually happened. And that this Operation Crush, who arrived at scene to quell that incident, are even working in their own interest. If they were not working in their interest, when the person that made that call made the call, they won't come there, as is usually the practice with some of our security agencies. But these people reported immediately and found out that actually something was wrong, and now try to raise them. Stop! People started running, and that unfortunate incident took place, and somebody was shot. But very key, a shotgun was recovered from one of the cultists. So we believe in the coming days, the police will issue another report. When we talked about it, the report I gave yesterday was straight from the police. The extent to which they have gone. They gave some clarity about what happened. So most of the narratives people are reading on the pages of papers or maybe on social media are just false. What I've just told you is the true picture of what happened.
Okay. Chukuma, before you comment, just inform them that they can join us on our YouTube channel, BCA Radio TV. Okay. Okay, he just pointed at the time. Time is going, and I'm sure that a whole lot of people are trying to reach out to the Honorable Commissioner. Someone is already calling. You can call us on telephone number 0814-299-1448. It is Executive Brief on Radio 88.1 FM. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Who's calling, please?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Who am I speaking with? Yeah, good morning, Mr. Chemela.
Okay. Because Honorable Commissioner, Lishimbo Agnes, the governor, and not supply charity board you. A catalog all around, get catalog help. You catalog, all the year chat, any logo, not agitating them. I'm about to wobble and Amara, Eli, governor, agitate, that is the Macario too. I'm about Namla. And to not old 2 years later, 4 years later, Hello, with the decoration. Biko Hembo Hembasala, I hear a Kuku Umodation Sulu. You could run there before. Say, because Alania to the Tuanaka down to Anya store, open shop, them are the Kenolaya. The Modation Sulu, Abaya Comment, here to lead in our Lahili Nata, Eme, and them are ebe kọmishọna amaala mba ozi ọbụla eziri gị ojula gọvanọ anyị ntị.
Chemela nke ozi nke iziri m ga-ezi ya gọvanọ. Nga-ezi ya gọvanọ. Hello. Nga-ezi ya gọvanọ. Nga-ezi gọvanọ ozi iziri m. Mụ asịkwana m ga-ezi ya. Ịma ihe m ga-ekwu otu a. Ikwuole ha na program a before. Ma anụ ihe i kwuru. Ma jụọ gị ajụ sị ọkwa ị nwere local gọọmenti. Ọkwa ị nwere ndị na-represent gị na federal house, nwee na state house. Take this matter to them. They will know how best ha ga-eji wee follow the okwu. Ịbịa na redio na-abịa ekwe mere nke a mee nka. Mmadụ how many communities ka gọvanọ ga-ele anya? 2. Ndị ahụ unu dupụtakwa ha na-anọchite anya unu ole ha menwa bụ ụzọ gwa ha ọha ndị ga-eme articulate ihe unu na-achọ weta ya. Enwere ike ihe na report now the mayor ndị ọzọ nwere plan ịrụ ahịa nke nwere map. So what it means, you are not in touch with your people. Try and be in touch with people so that over projects and my friend on radio. So just want to some of these things that are irritating.
Hello. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Who's calling, please? Senior Elder Nwakama.
Senior Elder
Nwakama. Good morning, sir. Yeah? There was a sir. The Kwaraga, sir. I'm not hearing him well.
Senior Elder,
Kushioku Ike. Kushioku Ike. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm not hearing him well. Hello, sir. Hello, Elder.
Elder. Your line is not clear at all. It looks like you need to call us back.
Are you hearing me?
It looks like he has dropped.
I wanted to advise him.
Okay, he's still on.
Hello, Elder. Don't waste your time on radio. Bring this your problem to my office. Office of Commissioner for Information. And I'm not in here. Kuweto Ziga. So the other real and you follow ya up. Are you affected?
Hello?
Elder.
So I think he's gone.
Can you mute that? Can you mute it? Can you mute it? Can I speak?
Okay, we've got another caller. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Odima, thank you.
What's the name?
Pastor Obiora. Okay. Okay.
Good morning, Pastor. It's not Pastor Obiora.
Pastor Obiora.
What KG?
Obiora.
Okay. Good morning, Pastor. There were.
I have no Governor Ojineme na-abịa atụmatụ nke a wepụtara kịta ịrụ agadaga ụlọ ọgwụ zuru ụwa ọnụ. Baịbụl m na-agụ Aịzaya 3:10 ọ bụ n'isi onye ozi eme na ọ ga-adịrị ya mma. Ọ ga-adịrị gọvanọ ozi mma ya na ndị niile na-achị achị na-abịa steeti ka mma n'aha Jizọs Kraịst.
Amen.
Achọghị ọtụtụ okwu a kama ebe gọvanọ ozi nọ were wepụta onwe ije ozi ka ọ bụrụ ihe ilere anya okwu ga-emecha Naijiria niile ga-achọ ya ka ọ bụrụ president of Nigeria pochi na wọrọ ozi ka ọ ga-adị n'aha Jizọs Kraịst onye nwe anyị.
Amen. Thank you, Pastor, for your prophecy. The governor will hear.
Remember to join us on our YouTube channel, BCA Radio TV. We've got another caller now. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my sister.
Who is calling, please?
Good morning, Honorable Commissioner.
Good morning.
It's Mr. Eze Carlo. That voice from
Eze Carlo.
Yeah, good morning.
the home of hospitality, number one community in United States. Morning, sir.
Morning.
Yeah, I want to thank you so much for this radio program. You have been sensitizing all audience about the programs and the policies of the government. And must commend our governor doing massively well, touching all the sectors. In terms of security, I must commend him so much. He's doing a wonderful work in that aspect. So I still want to plead with him this lightening of all the streets. You know, like this Ibeku Road and this street like Egate and Lagos Street. They should try to show that that place is still lighted, because if you apply on that road in the night, you discover what I'm saying. This is especially Ibeku Road, starting from Crowder down to Walaka Street, including that of Egate Street. From the beginning to open the road. So that place is street light. It needs to be lightened up so that it will help us security. Finally, I'm still reminding my governor. I know this Hafia Greater Development Authority is doing a great work, but we are still waiting for electricity in Hafia to be restored. So better, we are still bleeding, and they will be happy if this coming is Christmas, that we are going to use electricity to celebrate Christmas. This first Christmas, we all happy people will be very, very happy. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Nikalo. Send the street names where you say there's no, or where you say the street lights are not working well. Hello. Send them to the office of the Honorable Commissioner. And let me assure you that the government is working assiduously to ensure that light is not just restored to Ahafia, but that the issue of power in the whole of Abia State, particularly in Abia Central and North, will be comprehensively attended to very soon. We're having serious discussions with EEDC, and I believe that sooner than later, solutions will be in sight, and Ahafia will be lit up again. Thank you, Mr. Eni, for calling in. Who is the next?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, there one more.
Good morning.
Honorable Commissioner, Hamza.
Chimela, it's calling again.
No.
Wait, let me hear what he wants to say. Yes? Eh? What are you saying? It's Nigerian minute.
Since this time now, that things are
Oye, where?
votere nke nọ na Nsugbe.
Ole mgbe ọ rụrụ ọrụ last?
Ọ rụrụ ọrụ last year a na-akpa ya last year akpatụ ya ọkụkọ na-esi ya ọkụkọ ya adịghị akwụsị.
Abia poultry Nsulu.
Yes.
Okay.
So I need enyemaka ka onwe ike gawa n'ihu.
Okay.
M
ga-ezi ozi nke anọtụ nke mbụ iziri m.
Don't worry.
And bless you too.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Hello.
Nico, commission. I want to help you.
Oh, yeah.
Our commissioner is going to be an
Who is
office here.
speaking?
Size someone come.
Okay.
Ọ kwesịghị bịa n'ọfịs ya bịa kwuo ihe ị chọrọ. Ọ ihe ọ gwara gị.
Hello, sir. I'm Joga Jojo. Are you one of the teachers?
Yes.
So it's not getting minute because I wasn't hearing you well. I know him to say in the office. If you're serious with this matter, you come to the office. Oh, yeah, Chori, come to the office. Leave your comfort zone. Have a natural solution. Gabia. That's not getting minute.
I'm not what my customer are not. I took on
No, I can't take this your message. I can't hear you well. Your message is disjointed. If you're serious, do what I said. Come to Ministry of Information. Come.
Oh, it's 142991448.
Then he calls again.
Hello, good morning.
Previous caller.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, thank you. How are you?
Very good. Who is calling, please?
Apostle from Uzaka.
Alfonso.
From Uzaka.
Okay, good morning, Alfonso. Good morning, my brother. Hello.
Congratulate you. And really thank you for the way you have been addressing Nadians every week.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. God bless you.
Bless you too.
Honorable Commissioner, please, some months back when the governor came to the college for the retrofitting program at Ungu Health Center.
Yeah.
Before this commissioning last Friday,
Mm-hmm.
the President General of Uzakoli Development and Sustaination, in the person of Barrister Prince Chigozim Okechukwu,
Yeah.
informed him of the threatening erosion and harming Amamba Uzakoli and Dobbs Methodist Church erosion,
Okay.
all in Uzakoli. Sir, the governor made a promise that he's going to send his team to go and inspect that place.
Mm-hmm.
Honorable Commissioner, I can assure you that if you go to the erosion site, you will not have a good sleep if you go there today and see what is happening there. I'm pleading, please, sir, let the government come to our aid. People's houses are being taken off practically every week in that particular place. It's better seen than, being on air talking about it. God forbid, the one of a Methodist church one day the people's houses, lives have been lost. Even the Methodist, the Dutch Methodist Church itself, a landmark here in Japan, it is being threatened. Sir, come to Amehu, Ozamamba, erosion site, and see what is happening there. The entire Uzakoni is in danger, serious danger, sir. Please, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Alphonsus. I want to assure you that I was at Ingu when the governor, when your president read that address. What I want to say is that since that address, what have you people done? Has the president or any of you followed up? Government is big business. And if you want something and show desire for that thing, you get it. So reading out an address at a function like that, if you ask me, may not be enough. Maybe somebody from your office would have followed up, or somebody from your community or members of the executive should have followed up. Come. And we'll now find out how far this thing has gone and what needs to do. I want to assure you that whatever is happening at Uzuakoli, the erosion there, cannot be more severe than what happened at Ovom, which this government has fixed. I'm sure you've been following what happened at Ovom. We fixed that one. So government will also fix this other one. But I guess that maybe there's a communication gap somewhere. So my advice is this. You can send some delegation to my office, or you can send some delegation to the office of the Honorable Commissioner for Works, anyone that works for you. So when you come, we will deliberate about how to follow up these things. It's not enough when some of these things are said in our public functions. Somebody needs to follow up. The governor, if you know the enormity of work he handles, or some of us, so you know that we need constant, reminders. So somebody needs to remind us. So that's my advice. Somebody needs to deliberately follow up this matter. And you have your sons and daughters in government. What are they doing? Channel this thing through them. This thing concerns them as well. So if you pinpoint 1, 2, 3 of them, I'm sure on your behalf, if you can't come, they will follow it up and be, sending reminders. That's my candid advice to you, Mr. Alphonsus.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
And you too. Thanks for calling in.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Who's calling, please?
Good morning, Commissioner, sir.
Good morning, sir. Whom am I greeting?
Yes, sir. My name is Chief Ndubisi Owaduneke.
Chief Ndubisi.
I'm calling you from Mba in the local government.
Owadileke.
Okay.
Yes, Owaduneke, Chief Ndubisi Owaduneke.
Good morning, Chief.
Honorable Commissioner, sir, I greatly appreciate all the enormous activities His Excellency, our able governor, is carrying out in all crannies of Abia State. My worry is that since 2 years, I've been hearing and witnessing the commissioning of projects here and there. None is in fact. Nobody has ever mentioned time in the program. But the most urgent problem that is facing our community now is that we are a Gregorian community. This is farming season. We are wading through track roads with mud, and we need some rural grading. I heard that our able governor is going to initiate rural roads. We just need grading of our access road to the farm. We have about 36 access roads. That is the largest community in Bende. And we have enormous roads. I'm assuring you, our governor will get it. So I am saying, sir, if you can help us to intercede so that within the 20 season period, they can give us even 3-4 grades of access roads to our farmland, so that our farmers can confidently carry their cassava, their land, and when it is time for harvest, we can evacuate confidently with other or motorcycles and all those things. What is our movement now is that there are small streams that need covered. So you can grade it and put small covered for us across the many streams that are in the rural area. We will be confidently harvesting our crops and cheerfully supplying to the urban market. My appreciation once again goes to our able governor.
Okay, Chief Wadileke, my advice, government will eventually, something must get to pass at the end of the day. All the communities in Abia must not be attended to at the same time. These things have a way of trickling down. But you see, there is the reason we have local government. We have a mayor in your place. We know that Bende is a very large LG, about the largest in the state. I will advise, when it comes to rural roads and you're talking of grading, that's the most basic thing that the mayor can do for my community. So as a first step, I will advise you people reach out to the mayor. I know that many mayors in the state have graded roads. If your place was not included and you have it as a need now during the farming season, please approach it. But anything that the mayor cannot handle, when it comes to the state, the governor will look into that.
Honorable Commissioner, I just not to be modest, I can assure you that our mayor, his installation as the mayor of Bende has not set him back for one.
I will engage the mayor. I will try and engage the mayor, but like I said, this is something that could be handled at that level. So you try and reach out to me, Commissioner's Office, Ministry of Information in Umuahia, so that we can communicate and know how to solve this problem. I'll try and talk to your mayor and see what he can do about the rural roads in the back, as you know, for starters, before we begin to look at calling in the governor.
Okay, maybe just.
You're welcome. You're welcome to Wadileke.
Okay.
Yes, Wadileke. There we.
Thank you, my honorable commissioner. Bless you and bless our able governor and God bless us there.
Thank you, and bless you too.
Okay, just one more question before we begin to get the Honorable Commissioner's parting word.
Honorable Commissioner, before we call it a day, Abians have been itching to witness when the almighty Port Harcourt Road APA will be commissioned. When will it be commissioned?
When it will be commissioned.
Okay.
It will be commissioned when it will be commissioned. Having said that, you know, it's an iconic road, and the governor has a plan for it. Having said that, the governor has said that the road is open for use for people to use. Commission is just a formality. People are using the road in Aba. It's serving the purpose for being constructed. But at appropriate time, that ceremonial aspect of the commissioning will happen. And that may not be too long in coming. We want to be careful about announcing a date this time around. So once the date is due, we'll let Abians know.
Honorable Commissioner, your parting words, sir.
Well, what can I say? I want to thank Abians for their support. It's always heartwarming when you have a program like this. People call in and all you get, is praises and commendation for what the government is doing. What it speaks to is the fact that Abians are watching, Abians are following what this government is doing. Abians are no longer docile, as was the case in the past when they allowed themselves to be taken for a ride with people who didn't have cars. But all that has changed now, and you can see from their level of engagement that Abians are alive to what is happening around them. So I want to thank them for all the support and their prayers, and want to reassure them that this government will continue to cater to the needs of our people.
Okay, that's a very interesting note from the Honorable Commissioner, Prince Uke Kano, the Honorable Commissioner for Information. We'd like to thank you so much, sir, for finding time to be on this program this week.
Thank you for having me. Last week, I missed it because, of course,
we must bid our listener goodbye now. On behalf of the director, Okezie Mpa, Henry Ikoro, Mr. Jones, Emelike Hisianya, and of course, Michael Anko Chukuma, Emele. Chukuma.
Okay. Thank you. Honorable Commissioner, thanks for coming.
Thank you, Chukuma.
My name is Nkechi Mwango. Thanking you and wishing you the very best.
Thank you.